Relax. You studied about 9 kista, right? Did you? Did. Nine yellow. No, sorry, 5 yellow. One white. Next, what is?
8.
Very good. 8 white. Next is?
3.
3 what?
3.
Emerald green.
Oh, green.
Emerald green. Next.
4.
4 green. Next. 9 hot. Purple. Next. What hair?
9, 2.
2. 2 is what?
So, green.
Yellow.
Oh, soil, that's right.
Black. Next hair. 7. What? Red. Next. 6 what? White. White. Green. Young green. Emerald green. Then it's deep green. And purple. Most in black, red. More becoming more down. It's more becoming in. Expand, growing. Okay? Expand, growing. Active. Moving more. This is more becoming young, okay? Or becoming contraction. Or gathering. More inactive. And not moving. Stabilize. Okay? which is north, which is south.
9 is south.
This more south, this more north. This is east. West. Southeast. West, southwest. Northwest. Northeast. Okay, like that direction. So for each direction has energy character, right? Energy character. If south, very active, like fire. Character-wise, what? Examples. Fire, right? Two black is what? Soil. Character. 7, 6 was more metal character. White, 1, water character. 8, soil character. 3, 4, tree character. Those trees, 3 and 4, little different. Okay, this is something like growing, like sprout. Okay, just growing. This is big tree. Okay, more branches go out and leaves started to grow, right? Etc. Okay. Same thing, soil. You may call soil, but black soil and white soil and yellow soil. Okay? Different character is different. Okay? Soil means more stabilized. Stabilized. Okay? Stability. Five-hair soil, five-hair soil.
In between the 2 seasons.
Yang change into yin. Yin change into yang. Okay? Right? Don't change here. Okay? Right? Don't change. Change here. Okay? Suppose 12 o'clock noon is just active time. Okay? About 2 o'clock p.m. is changing time. Okay? Same thing, 12 o'clock midnight is very thinking time. Not yet changing towards upward. Okay? Energy, thinking. And 2 o'clock a.m. begin to grow. Right? Atmosphere start to grow up. Right? So there are yin change into yang, yang change into yin. More stabilized, more balancing. So this black soil to 8 soil is different characters. This is yin change into yang. Yang change into yin. Okay? Alright? So, character is different. Yellow 5 is soil, but stabilized. Okay? The more central, more balancing. This yellow 5 character is either balancing whole things or may destroy whole things. Okay? Those two extreme characters combined. Okay? Big leader come up. At the same time, may destroy things. Such possibility there, front and back. Everything has a front and back. Okay? Everything. But 5 give more biggest influence in its front and back. Like Napoleon, dictator type. Right? Make develop and control and where it goes. But at the same time, when we make mistakes and destroy everything. Okay? Like that type. Okay? And so according to this, you know, right, a person's character. Right? What air we born, right? That you study, right? But not only that, direction, right? Direction, you know, out of this. Right? Then, suppose, now let's go step by step, okay? This chart, however, right? The northern hemisphere chart. Okay? Northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere different. That I leave to you. Figure out. Or we can study at graduate, right? Study time. Okay? This is south. But in the case of southern hemisphere, if we go more south, then becoming more colder, right? Like that. Okay? So north and south to be opposite. Okay? So southern hemisphere has anyway opposite way should go. Okay? But we are now living northern hemisphere, so we go with this. In China, they had ideas, the thousands of years. When we built capital, or palace, or capital, or cities, they must know very well direction. And they say, if east, right? River, they call this blue dragon. They name this blue dragon. If west, long road. Okay? Long road. Long road. Okay? This is river. Okay? River. This is road. They name this white tiger. Byakko. Byakko road. Then south, east, south, north, this west, south, pond or lake, south, lake. Big lake. This they name this red bird or suzaku. The north mountain, hill. It's north, hills. This they call Genbu. Meaning is the powerful army. Meaning is powerful protection. Defense. Seiryu Byakko, Suzaku, Genbu. When they select the place where capital to be built or city to be built, they searched these conditions and then they built the cities. And that they consider the best place which can expect prosperity. The most noble, most prosperous place or city coast. They built a city. If you go for China's those thinking influenced to to other Oriental countries like Korea or Vietnam or Japan, etc. So usually these countries, all the capital has been built that kind of condition. And suppose if you visit Seoul, right? You know Seoul, Korea, right? You see very clearly this condition. In the North Mountains, that is Genbu. Then in the east, rivers are going on. Seiryu, Blue Dragon. And then road, anyway, they can make road. So road, after they decided the capital, then they made a big road, running from north to south. And then lake also south. South. Suzaku. There's Seoul. The same things, like when they decide, like Peking or Nanking, Peiping or Nanking or this and that, etc. All these conditions they consider, and they made it. In Tokyo, for example, like capital, like all the long-term capital, Kyoto. Kyoto is not exact, but generally this condition there. They searched place, and this is it, and they started to build capital. These places are long time, centuries, long time, 1,000 years continue. Yes, up and down is there because of human war or civil war, this, that, but always rebuilt again and continues. At the same time, if not in your property, but at the same time around your property, if generally satisfying these conditions, then that place is good place. Next. Okay, you can understand why? You cannot understand? Cold wind coming from where?
North.
This way, right? So, protect, right? Then energy go up. Sun comes, then those start to evaporate. Energy go up. Most energy go up. Evaporation. Energy become active. Then this is not much atmospheric energy, but human affairs and carrying the things, right? And things gather. Many cargoes, right? Many things, trade, etc. goes. Gathering to the city, gathering. Okay? And then stagnate. Right? So, following this, okay, idea, this is correlating each other. Okay? Okay, next. We call, like suppose, like that, indentation, and come up. This and that, which we consider yin, which we consider yang.
First one yang, second yang.
We consider this more yin, more yang. Okay? Coming out place has more wind, more energy coming in, right? So more active. Okay? This is more inactive, okay? Right? So come out, right? Come out, and indentation, right? Come in. Generally considered in, considered yang. Okay? Consider generally this is more additional activity. This is less activity. Okay? Right? So consider this is generally okay. This is not so good. Consider that. But if this is extreme, it's not good. If this is only small, then okay. Not deep, small, okay. Then about 40 is general barometer. Consider about 1/3. That means if indentation, the coming out, if 1/3 to this 1/3 coming out, then okay. But if more than that, then consider too much. Then rather change into bad. And if this is up to 1/3, okay, but more than 1/3, then troubles. Up to like 1/3, okay. But more than troubles, more than 1/3, then create troubles. Okay. If this is south, okay? Suppose if it's south like that, naturally more active, right? More sun, energy, coming, more activity. But if, even though like that, okay, generally like that, but if north, if this extension is big, then not good. Okay? Cold wind, etc. coming. Okay? So, general principle is coming out is securing more activities. Coming in is more indentation, is more inactive. But depends on, again, directions. Meaning change. Okay? When you see this, you know the house plan, blueprint. By that you see. But usually houses like first level, second level, sometimes third level is there, third floor. Then first floor is maybe square, but second one maybe indentation or this, or coming out is there, third floor also. Then how to see it? We must consider whole, but first floor is the most important. Then second floor is first floor, main floor is considered, give the influence to main floor, second floor, third floor, all. And second floor give the influence second floor to third floor. Third floor give the influence third floor only. Okay, like that. So main floor is most important. Then consider second floor. Then consider third floor. So third floor, if something wrong, indentation or coming out is there. But if first and the second floor generally okay, then okay, not so much problems. Unless some important person of the family lives third floor all the time. Okay? Right. Then let's go by functions, okay? Functions. Suppose entrance. House, suppose. Okay? Whichever, okay? Whatever. Suppose you put the entrance, center, or center. Center or center, okay? And or you put the entrance side. Which is better? Put the entrance on the building, the center, or side. Which is better? How about like government buildings or Congress buildings, etc.? General center, palace, etc. Center general. But for living people, living center is not good. Very side, extreme corner of side, also not good. So from center slightly off is the best.
Why?
Do you know why? The house, living condition means the house. House has many factors. Living has many factors. Some should be the quiet room. Some should be active room, or like living room, or bedroom, quiet, etc. Right? If you put the center, then whole house equivalent, right? Same type of activity, same type of things. So cannot relax when you like to relax. Rather, you put slightly off from the center, the entrance.
Would that matter if you put the door on the short side and not the long side?
That's the side. Depends on surrounding condition. Where the tree is there, right? Where is the hill is there or not. And regardless which direction, right? Which facing, that the one facing place, right? Instead taking center, right? Entrance, slightly off, the best. Right? But like public hall, people come there, right? Do certain things, gathering, etc., then going out. They are not living in there. Right? Can be center. Like Congress Hall or public hall, that can be center.
Because there's only one activity to do there now.
That's right. I'm not living there. Right? Not sleeping, not living, right? Etc. Okay? The office workers, that's okay. Right? But if living is there, then to be off. Okay? However, where we should not put direction, which we should not put entrance, is there. Suppose for this north, south, southwest, east, north. Okay? Where we should not put the entrance.
North and northwest. North and northwest.
First, we should not put the entrance northwest. Okay. This northwest, suppose in the house, okay? House. Whatever house. Suppose here the center. Northwest. This area. Who should be living here? Who should live this?
Father.
Children.
Northwest. Energy is this outgoing, okay? This energy coming in, okay?
Correct.
All right? Okay? Coming in energy is most gathered places at northwest. Okay? All right? Okay? There, who should be?
Father.
The master of the house. There. Northwest is the place where master of the house to be. Okay. If you make there entrance is considered which way? In or out? Entrance. This way. If there we put entrance, could be this way, could be that way, could be this way, whatever, okay? Then it is considered that house master's authority declines. Instead, his wife will take over the ruling power.
How about if they share power instead of one being the master and one being the slave?
Then two,
Anyway.
not slave, two live together. Anyway, that place, northwest, is gathering things and prosperous or storage place. Okay, place. That means in the human relations, most central person, okay, to be. Suppose his room is, okay, south. Let's take an example. His room is south. What happened?
Yes. Dispersed.
Right.
Right.
He cannot think well. Right? He likes to go out all the time. Right? Etc. Right? Become active, physically active, but cannot think, cannot sit, right? Cannot oversee the things well. Right? Suppose like in the company or organization, like managing director or managers, should not be the one who go out often. He should stay. He should stay and oversee things and taking care. Right? For that needs more cool mind. Cool mind. More stabilized character. Stabilized character. Not outgoing. When you become leader, future you will, I hope, become the leaders, then you should not go out much. When young age, you can go out, you can travel, etc. But when you become more and more leaders, then you must stay. Otherwise, people cannot depend upon you. And otherwise, you cannot oversee various factors. So from that view, northwest has been traditionally considered a place where the master of the house lived. Right? There, if you make entrance, then house is well not controlled, well not organized, or not orderly. Okay? Next direction, where entrance shouldn't put, should not put.
Northeast.
Pardon?
Northeast.
Northeast. Very good. Northeast. This place, northeast. Yang changing to yin. Right? Gather energy, now changing to yin. More outgoing. This place, what type of person, what person in the family should be? Suppose that is house masters here. Now energy change towards active. This traditionally considered next successor, next successor room, next generations, next successors place. If there you make entrance, traditionally considered that either family future destiny of family stagnate, or that family will lack the successor. One more direction, we should not put entrance. Wait.
Center?
We can't put center.
I took rooms, I was thinking of rooms.
Anyone?
South.
Anyone?
Southwest.
Southwest. Very good. opposite. Reason is what?
Transition from yin to yang.
Very good. So, if we make entrance here, then it will consider that again the things don't go smooth. Energy change don't go smooth, and stagnation arise. So 3 directions have been considered not good for entrance. Okay. Now you are understanding, right? Now you understand the way of thinking. Okay?
Southwest of the kitchen?
Somewhat. Okay. Next. Okay. The living room. Recently, more and more modernization. Then, on the living room side, there's a dining table, etc. Also, living room, immediately we can see a part of living room and kitchen. Okay? These housing or apartment becoming more and more, right? Open space and there's kitchen or dining, etc. Right? And more. And sometimes living room then connect, right? Next room, other rooms, right? Where the people can talk, walk. Modern house, more and more that type of house, right? Coming. How about your opinion? Is that okay or is that not okay? First of all, living room and kitchen to be separated by wall, if next to each other, separate. Cooking using fire, energies, sometimes odor, etc. is coming. There also require good concentration. Shouldn't be mix, share same space with living, right? Gathering, socializing, talking, right? Shouldn't be that. Separate. And living room also to be not used for channels, traffic channels. Then while talking or while socializing, someone coming, passing through there and something. Right? This is not good. So, yes,
How about west?
west. Yeah, I'm not now talking the function, okay? All right. Okay. So, living room, modern way, right? Of various modernization. Living room, then corner is the kitchen is there, and the dining table is there, and also open to all, right? The rooms or directions or towards the entrance, etc. That is, living room cannot be really living room. And more traditional way were different. Right? All the houses are different. That is much better. Right? Okay. Then next. Children's room. Where do you like to put the children's room? Many people make mistake here, the children's room. Usually, where they put children's room?
Next to the parents' room.
That's true. But when 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years, 8, 10 years old. Usually, parents arrange children's place at south, where sun is coming more bright. Usually, arrange. But that is giving to children what kind of character? More active. Children wants to go out. More active. And wants to go out and wants to go the chocolate bar, this, that, etc. Socializing children, okay? Very much. Okay? Outgoing character, to develop outgoing character, okay. Right? But children don't stay home. Children don't develop reading, right? Or thinkings, etc. Okay? If we put children's room very sunny, right? Room. Right? So, children's room should be more quiet. Room is better. In the event, there is no such space. Only sunny south only available. Then what do you do?
Board up the window.
Yes, one way is instead of big open windows, more small window. Another way is, in order to make children better study, what do you do?
Plant a tree outside. Put their desk so it faces north.
Very good. Then take a desk, put the north side, and let the children face north. And sun coming, right, from his back. Okay? then more can read or can study. Okay? If children's room, south, very sunny place, and if desk is facing towards south, okay, sun coming very directly, then children can't study at all. Children always like to go out. Okay. But many parents make mistake. Very sunny place is good for children, right? Etc. So often make mistake. Next, toilet.
So which is, before we go on, which then would be the best room if the south is bad, is not the greatest?
Yeah. Then avoid very sunny young place. Okay? Children itself young, right? So tendency goes. Right? So young place, that means south, number one. Number two is various this place more young, right? More active. Right? Energy become active. So children's room is more like that. Okay? It's better. But if too cold, too damp, or too stagnant, also not good. So, here, or there. Right? Next, toilet. How to spell?
T-O-I-L-E-T.
L-L?
T-O-I.
Oh, T-L-I? No.
T-O-I-L-E-T.
T. This one?
Yes.
Ah,
This is foil.
toilet. Functionally, we should consider, of course, right? We can consider, right, several functional requirements. Number one, toilet to be near the bedroom. Okay? Also, if living your old parents, old person's room, and the children's room, near children's room. Okay? So, near bedroom, old person's room, children's room. Second, toilet. In order to reach toilet, shouldn't need to pass other room. Okay? Can go through the hall or whatever directly, okay, for the toilet. Third, toilet should not put in the center of the house. That you know, of course. Okay? Should not. Right? Fourth, toilet is water facility. So naturally, functionally, other facility which require water to be near, right? Like kitchens or bathrooms or like washing hand, sink, etc. Right? Generally not so far apart, right? And near. Right? those things functionally, naturally, we can think, and to be deciding factor where toilet to be. But one thing, direction-wise, must consider seriously is where you put entrance of the house, entrance. When you get in entrance, straight that place, in the front of entrance, if toilet there, that we call very bad misfortune. And this house as a whole, family as a whole, become the prosperous, the energy stagnate. And often, the health problem arise, sickness arise, and often economical difficulty arise, and even family may separate, divorce, separate, etc. do arise.
Michio, I didn't quite get that one before. Just catching up. Where it shouldn't be.
The entrance straight, when you get in entrance, then there's the toilet. Okay?
Thank you.
Suppose here's the entrance. Then suppose entrance and the toilet is here. Then other rooms, etc.
Why is it so bad? I'm thinking of the new houses that my brother had bought that has more than one toilet. It has like 3 in a large house. And one is a powder room, just a toilet and a sink near the entrance for the convenience of guests.
Near the entrance or straight the entrance?
Just off to the side of...
If off the side, then okay. Then okay. Yes.
What about looking straight into the entrance and seeing the bathroom? What
Yeah.
is-
Can get in from entrance get in. Then straightly can get into that toilet.
So if it's obstructed by a stairway, it's okay.
Yeah. If the stairway also not good. If there is a toilet, then you block that toilet wall. You put the wall toward the entrance, and you make side entrance to the toilet, not coming from entrance direction, coming from side or back, then okay. This has been considered very seriously according to centuries histories, centuries experience. Suppose entrance is here, not center, entrance. And suppose toilet is here, suppose. Or some house, for the entrance, then the hall is there, Then at the end of the hall, toilet is there, suppose, The hall is there. Room, whatever, Room. This case, suppose coming here. Or this case also coming here, right? The Both cases not good. However, apart from entrance, if getting entrance, then that directly here, the toilet entrance there, toilet door I say, that's not good. So in this case, then block here, and then making from here or from here getting. Or in this case, making the block here and maybe here getting, cannot see from the entrance. Or maybe the making a small hole here then getting from here or something. Then okay.
I can understand that facing it as you enter would be aesthetically pleasing, but why would it lead to financial difficulty and family separation?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Do you know why?
Well, nothing.
Think.
Vibration.
Huh?
Vibration.
What kind of vibration?
Phil, I mean, you're cleaning, you're discharging.
It's an invasion of privacy.
All thinking is okay. All thinking okay. So if you all together, then become, right? Good. Anyway, toilet is, right? That energy is how, what type of energy?
Downward. No.
Yes. Instead of taking in, more like discharging. And also the odor and so forth, etc. there, right? And water needed. So toilet place is usually more moist, right? Or moist, more wet, moist. Okay? So when, suppose guest coming or you coming, etc., there are the moist energy there, right? Then naturally you become depressed, right? You are influenced by depressed or become not active, right? Not active. So we avoid entrance and toilet face.
Is it good then to have a fireplace as you enter the house?
No, not necessary.
No.
No, not necessary. Sometimes too much thing. Okay. However, toilet should not put, however, toilet should not put these directions. Number one. How about northwest? There, the considered direction of house master. Okay? We should avoid that place. Next, northeast. Northeast. Also avoid. Okay? All right? That is position of successor or yin and yang change. Okay? Now change. Suppose there, then stagnation, like moist, etc. Right? Disturb energy. Next, same things. Southwest. Okay? Southwest. That southwest has been traditionally considered who should be Do you know? Two black place. Who should be? Two black means what kind of meaning has?
Mother.
Very good. Earth, nourishment, education, growing, make people growing up. That meaning is. So, is a wife or mother. If all the mother there, or the mother's room, that direction, the room. Also, of course, toilet to be avoided from center of the house. Okay? Those 4 places, toilet should be avoided. Other place, then okay, except that entrance.
Wouldn't you want to avoid it on the north?
Pardon?
Wouldn't you want to avoid it on the north side?
Toilet?
Yeah, compact more.
Not necessary, not necessary. Next. Some enshrined, some spiritual, soul or spirit enshrined, or worshipping place, or meditating place, whatever you say. Where we should be, where to be. Where the best? Those place to be or on the roof.
I would put it center.
This place to be the important place or not important place? Very important. The unification place. Unifying place. Therefore, best place is a center, or when young energy gather. That means where? North, west. So-called place of master. Okay? Okay? Either center or northwest. The best. Okay? Here I'd like to introduce the Oriental, the practice, especially like Japan, China, those countries. They are not rigid religiously. Not rigid means not one type of religion. Many Oriental people, Japanese people, like Taoism, like Shintoism, like Buddhism, like Christianity, without any discrimination. Many of them are accepting and liking and worshipping. One thing Oriental people came this country or European country, one thing is, the puzzle is, I am Baptist. Then he don't care that and Catholic just that. And sometimes confliction there. I'm Methodist, I'm Catholic, I'm this, I'm that. To their mind, it is very difficult to understand it. For them, Catholic good, Protestant good, Buddhism good, Shintoism good, Islam is good. That kind of thinking. Of course, family-wise, traditionally Buddhist, or traditionally this, etc. there. But they never prohibit, they never say family members, when family member go some other churches or some other place, they never go, don't do it. They are free. Free. Whatever they like to do or they like to go, they can go. And freely they are talking in the house without any that bad should stay that or no, not like that. Freely talking. And many of them also, therefore, believe or worship three different type of religions. And in the case of like Japan, they have the like traditionally so-called Shinto. Shinto. That is way of God. And that is more like considers all nature, all things are manifestation of God. And their order of God is there. And so spirit of God is manifesting and protecting whatever. That's Shinto. Way of life, more or less. And also came in 1,500 years ago, 1,700-800 years ago, Buddhism. And widely adopted, and practically many majority of Japanese people also Buddhism. Then recently came in Christianity. Also Taoism is long time, about 2,000 or more ago came up. They are all adapting it. For example, when baby is born, they bring Shinto shrines to celebrate. When marriage time comes, many young people go either Shinto shrine or Christian church and marriage, wedding. When they die, usually go to Buddhist temples, and then monk take care. Usually go like that, and they don't feel any contradictions. Of course, some of them is only one way goes, but even his family go different way, they have no argument. And coexisting, various religions coexist together and sharing each other. In the case of China, many of them is Buddhist, but at the same time many of them Taoist. And you read the book, perhaps that this is a must, one of the must of it book which you must read as a macrobiotic student. That is Monkey King. That is Chinese novel #1, Monkey King. Please read that. We don't know author. That came out about 1,000 years ago. That's novel, Monkey King. If you read that novels, you can understand how much in Chinese people's mind blended together thinking of Lao Tzu or Taoism and thinking of Buddhism, how blended in together. And anyway, so like Japanese families have the two things, like the enshrined Shinto god or spirit. Another enshrines Buddhist, the spirit of ancestor. They use Buddhism, the altar, and can be in same room like that, or can be separate room. But anyway, both there. And also in China, if you go, also Buddhism altars and Taoism altars, or this that, right? And they don't feel any contradictions. And when they offer this, they offer that, and they pray for everything. But anyway, if you enshrine your ancestors, spirit, then should be this way, okay, direction-wise. Would you write down? Like out of Buddhism, right? Same thing, Christianity or whatever, by yourself, if you enshrine your ancestors' spirit. If you put east in the house east, right, east side of room, then that altar face to either west or south, either west or south. Okay? Don't face north. Okay? If you put that altar east, south, southeast, okay? That's not southeast. If you put southwest, southeast, then altar face to the south. Next, if you put altar south, in the south room, then altar to face only north. If you put the altar, the western room, then altar can face towards east, towards south, towards southeast. If you put the northwest corner room. And northwest. The altar should face south or east.
Should face?
Yeah, that's okay. Face. If altar is north, if you put altar in north room, face to south or west. South or west. But if you put altar southwest and northeast and southwest, that has been considered no good. Do not put ancestors enshrined, ancestor spirit enshrined altar. Don't put this direction, that direction. This room. Don't put it. This and that again. Changing energy time. Don't disturb this by any additional energy or spirit, whatever.
Each of the spirits then hang out, or like maybe that restless spirits in like the northeast or the southwest.
No, not bad.
I meant restless.
Yeah, the changing time. And there is also traditional thinkings, right? This direction they called Devil's Gate. Front Devil's Gate. They call it Kimon. Devil's Gate. And opposite side here, they call it here back Devil's Gate. Ura Kimon. Ura Kimon. That means this part is night time, about 2 o'clock or so, and ghost hour. Ghost hour. Also, that time is most young energies all stagnate, floating energies on the soil. Now become extreme and started to go up. This borderline. So consider this part should not be added by any other the energy. Don't disturb this. Smoothly let go. So this part, for example, house when you make, for that part, make this direction. Okay? That, suppose, if you do like that, okay? Or if you do here like that, okay? Considered very bad. And so, if such kind of structure there, then something here, right? Additional something make, like statue or whatever, Buddha's statue or whatever, to make and protect that bad influence. If like that, then again, here the trees, etc., making special tree and protected that.
The planes there maybe.
Yeah, that's direction. Because extra energy coming into this. Okay?
Heavy energy.
Yeah. So making the tree and protect it. Or if this is more, so here something built, statue, whatever, and made balance. Okay? And that way, when they built castle, when built fortress, when they built house, when they built mansion, when they built gardens, always they paid special attention to this northeast corner, Devil's Gate, northwest corner. And intention is smoothly energy change from very young stagnation to the upward. Okay? That was the idea. Okay? Then, of course, opposite. This is much more lighter meaning because of bright day. Bright day. So still people active. So not much influenced by atmosphere. So much lighter meanings, but still considered second supplemental importance. Up to here, any question? Actually, for the spirits, two kinds. One is ancestral spirits. Okay? Another is different spirit. You know, when you pray Jesus or Lord or whatever, that is different, right? More like you pray for protection. You pray for the more other subject than the time when you pray to the ancestors. They're like angels, or like what saints, etc. Right? When you pray, right? This altar is slightly different comparing with the ancestral, the spirit altar. Okay, that's we go. You may say spiritual altar, ancestral parties, ancestral spiritual altar. Okay. Generally about the same, okay, but a little different. If you put east side of the house, then that altar face south or west. That is good. Please write down anyway, okay? Future, those information become very important, okay? Next.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, if you make altar at east, suppose in the buildings, then east side you make altar. Then that altar should face south or west. Then good. Then if you put altar east south, southeast, southeast, then altar should face northwest or west. Then okay. Next, if you make the altar, place altar south, then if altar usually face then which direction? North. This is no good. Altar, those spiritual altar facing towards north is not good. Okay. But like ancestral spirit, please compare with the previous note. Ancestral spirit facing north, that's okay. Right? That's okay. But those protecting spirit, whatever you may say, Jesus spirit or whatever, okay? If put that altar put in the south side and facing north, that's not good. Next is if western place, west you put, that is regardless no good. If west, no good. Don't put. Next, northwest, if you put, then altar face either south or southeast or east. That's okay. South, southeast or east. That's fine. Okay. Next, if you put north, then that face south or that face east, both okay, south or east. Next, regardless, same way, ancestral spirit, do not put those altars, these altars, this and that. Don't put. Okay? That means northeast, southwest. Don't put it. Okay? Good. Okay? Then now, for your convenience, suppose you get in the house, any house, okay. At present, your house is okay. You visit your parents' house, your house, then get in the house and about the center of the house you stand. And your magnet, by magnet, you exactly measure which is north, which is south, which is east, which is south. Etc. You should know direction. Then you put a line each directions. Okay? That line goes this way. I draw it. Then I'll indicate, I'll tell you there's some direction you should not put, right? It shouldn't be studio, right? Or shouldn't be toilet, etc. But you may have it. That means your house is not really good condition, right? Not healthy, not happy condition. Okay, so let's go that. Please write down like this. Okay. You need big space, so use big paper, okay? Or 2 pages. It's exactly the same. Okay. Of course, this is south, north, east, west, southwest, northwest, northeast, southeast. Okay, direction. Now you do each those 8 directions. Further divide each of them 3 sections. Okay, like that. If you do put animal air, right? You know animal, right? Animal like rats, cow, etc. 12, that means 12 constellations, the 12 direction. If you put this is rat, this is cow, this is tiger, this is rabbit, this is dragon, sheep, horse, no, No, not sheep. Sorry, this snake. Snake. This is sheep. Monkey. Cook or rooster. Rooster. Dog. Dog. Sorry, I made a mistake. Sheep है. Monkey. Rooster. Dog. Boar. You know your air, your own air? What the animal air?
Dog.
Your dog? Oh. Dog is cute and clever. Okay. Okay. Then let's go one by one, okay? Suppose you get in the house, okay? Then you go center of the house, okay? Then you measure which is really exact north, exact south, exact east, west, etc., okay? Measure. Then you make line, okay? Like that, line, straight line. Okay? Then examine. Okay? Now let's begin from here. Okay? Right? Let's begin from here. Okay? Let's put name there, okay? In order to avoid confusion ourselves. Okay? Let's see direction 1, okay? Direction 2. This is only for us. Okay, now direction 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 different directions. Okay? Okay. Then 1. Kitchen, bathroom, toilet. Those places use water, okay? And entrance, exit, entrance, exit. Okay. well, that direction, well, or water running, water streaming, that's okay. Tree growing in that direction, outside of the house, that's okay. All right? One. Number two, gas cooking stove. Okay. The water sink, not good. Water sink. Dirty water, used water, running or streaming, or you use water, then that water become dirty and maybe through the piping go down or whatever. Those dirty waters there, it's not good. Not good, okay? Right? Right. Next. Staircase in that east. Staircase if there. Good or bad? Staircase. Bad. Because block coming out the sunshine. Okay? Staircase. But window is okay. Window is good.
Staircase is bad because it blocks sunlight?
That's right, staircase is broken. Okay, window is okay, but staircase is not good. Right, next. Number 3, direction. Hmm? No, next 3 direction.
Staircase was 2.
Yeah, staircase 2, and window is 2.